Hi, I'm here to talk to you about our new ebook wall called Open eBooks from our friends at First Book and their publishers. Open eBooks has its own app. It is available for iPads, iPods, iPhones, and any Android device. Once you've downloaded the app, the first time you open it, it's going to ask you to agree or disagree with their user agreement. I have already read this agreement. I highly advise you anytime you click OK or accept or sign your name to anything, they actually do read through what you've agreed to. Since I've already read through this, I'm going to click accept, and it gives me a little bit of an intro. You will need an access code and a PIN number to access the collection. How do you get access codes and PIN numbers? You come to your school library media specialist. I would love to help you out. I have a pre-existing list. You won't need to wait for it at all. I'm going to use my existing code. It takes a moment just to verify, and then we'll load this big, beautiful catalog. This is one of the best ebook catalogs I have seen recently. They have many popular titles. The Winner's Curse that you see in the top is actually a Golden Sower nominee for next year, and they have the entire series. My favorite series right now is the first one down in science fiction. Shadow and Bone is the first book in that series, and they do have all of the books in that series as well. They have many, many, many books. We're going to show you just how to check one out and how to return one. Let's take a look. But let's do Shadow and Bone since it's one of my favorites. When you choose a book, it pops up with a short summary of what the book is like, and you can decide whether you want to borrow it or not. At the top you see this book is available to borrow, so I'm selecting Get. It will send a request to their server, and then it will begin downloading the book. Shadow and Bone is actually a pretty big book. It's over 400 pages long. You can see it's not really struggling with that at all. When your book is finished downloading, it changes your icons. If you look closely under the clock on the read button, you see 8W. That stands for 8 weeks. That's how long you have to read that book. It's very long in ebook land. It's one of the longest borrowing periods I have seen. It's very, very handy for someone who might take a little bit longer to read, or if you're like me and your to-read pile is 14 books tall right now. If you're going to read, it opens up right in the device. Gives you a little hint on how to navigate. And you just turn the pages from swiping right to left. On every book, the table of contents is hyperlinked. So if you've read part of the book already in paper format, you can skip ahead. It also does have the feature where you can go ahead and bookmark where you're at, and it tells you how much is left. I'm going to take you back to the catalog to show you how to return a book early. Certainly if you're done with it before the 8 weeks are up, you want to give someone else the chance to read it. On the bottom, in the middle, it says My Books. And we have both icons. We still have read, and tells me 8 weeks are left on my lending period, and return now. Since I'm done and I actually have read this book before, I'm going to return it now. So one of you